seen the first X-Men movie, when the Senator melts, Vax is kind of a semi-puddle.
Oh, he's part ooze too? Could I use command on just the slug, even though I can't see him?
You can attempt to verbally. If you have telepathy, you can.
I want to focus in on this little sluggy guy and tell him to flee.
Mock's eyes roll out in the back of his head as a bubbling, hissing sound's made, as it just acid burns out the back of Mock's head and begins fleeing.
Ah! Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
Last week was a really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time-traveling corpse?
Apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gotta go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running for. All you wanna
you're like me and you're always looking for rad myths and monsters to spice up your game, then you absolutely have to check out Van Helsing's Creature Codex. So my friend Bobby over at Roleplays cooked up this little bestiary for Monster of the Week, and it is, oh boy, it's something. It is super useful for both hunters and keepers alike. It features 16 unique monsters and eerily beautiful illustrations, and it's all steeped in this super cool, like handwritten, antiqued journal aesthetic, which is extra cool because it makes for an amazing table prop that can exist in worlds in your game. It's bonkers. The link is in the description, and keep an eye out for Volume 2, The Vampire Nomicon, which is coming out in 2022. And while you're looking for cool things to spice up your game, my Monster of the Week campaign setting, Raven Creek, is available for free on my Patreon at patreon.com/Michael Wingate. You do not have to be a patron to get the PDF. It is free, but if you feel like hopping on the, choo-choo patron train, that would be super cool of you. Also, I have merch. It's fun, it's nerdy, and it's available on my website at wingatethebrand.com. Okay, enough capitalism. When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness.
The things this show cares about, I love. What are we eating? What are we wearing? Those are the most important things to our D&D
Those
games.
are the biggest questions in life, so it makes sense that it would come through. What am I eating? What am I wearing? Do I feel anything? Do
Not
I
yet.
notice? Okay.
I mean, you feel odd. Something just climbed in through your tear duct.
Sluggy. I wonder.
So last week, Sludge may have now been given an ability to
Take people's bones?
not literally.
I don't like how you said that.
How figuratively?
I mean, you're not far off given who it's related to and everything from last week.
Yeah, I kind of I'm drum rolling Arcana.
This reference is over 20 years old now. However, anyone who's seen the first X-Men movie, when the Senator melts, Vax is kind of a semi-puddle.
Oh, he's part ooze too? But I use command on just the slug, even though I can't see him.
You can attempt to verbally. If you have telepathy, you can.
I want to focus in on this little sluggy guy and tell him to flee.
Mock's eyes roll out in the back of his head as a bubbling hissing sound's made as it just acid burns out the back of Mock's head and begins fleeing.
Ah!
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
Last week was a really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia because this ain't happening?
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got
We're
this.
here to
Let's
play
go.
the
You're a time traveling corpse?
I don't. I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Step one, you tell me I'm wrong. Step two, you say you wanna see it all the way through. Step three, you bring me down to my knees. Step four, you say you're walking out the door. You can't take anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. I tear my seams apart for you. You tell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel out every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. You don't know what we're running from. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good in the worn-out sneakers. When we were fine but with complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. Information superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
If you're like me and you're always looking for rad myths and monsters to spice up your game, then you absolutely have to check out Van Helsing's Creature Codex. So my friend Bobby over at Roleplays cooked up this little bestiary for Monster of the Week, and it is, oh boy, it's something. It is super useful for both hunters and keepers alike. It features 16 unique monsters and eerily beautiful illustrations, and it's all steeped in this super cool, like, handwritten, antiqued journal aesthetic, which is extra cool because it makes for an amazing table prop that can exist in world in your game. It's bonkers. The link is in the description.
There we go. Hey, we are back. I need to make sure your guys' audio is clear.
What? My friend has a slug? No.
There we go.
Wait.
Yay, all our audio's now working. Hey, everybody, welcome to Big Gay Dice Game. We don't really do introductions here. So I'm going to jump right into the recap because Megan needs to know anyways because she wasn't here. Since Sludge and Vax were both missing last week, which is our main Spelljammer and our captain on the week we were supposed to leave, some things happened. We ended up finding out that, Slug, after your transformation and everything, you may have been under a command spell by the slug in your head.
Ooh.
And also, while the slugs are in there, you start reproducing slugs.
Oh, no.
And got a slug into Vax, too.
Yeah.
Who is now goo. Similar to you, but not as in control because Michael's not here this week, so it works. But also slugs into all the rest of the crew, including Earl. Because when you have a living ship, it means it has a brain.
Yep.
Also, Mock is dead.
Mock is dead.
Has a big hole in his head.
Yeah. A command spell told the slug in Mock's head to flee, so it fled right out the back of his head. But yeah, Mock's currently dead. Who's the other one that's dead, Mary?
The
Harriet?
Harriet's dead. The druid is dead.
Yeah,
No, Harriet's dead, but we think we can reincarnate. Yeah, a lot of people are dead, but
Harriet's
we
dead.
we
did some gentle repose.
Yeah,
We did some gentle repose on people.
Pretty much, Mock is dead, Harriet's dead, Umbril's dead.
Yes, Umbril's the other one.
Vonda was not infected.
Vonda was getting coffee.
Yeah. Vonda.
In a way, we kind of saved Vonda.
Honestly, you did. Listening to that episode, straight up, you guys started saving characters without knowing it.
Ted was infected, but was able to fight it enough that they got the slug out of Ted without killing Ted, which came very close to killing Ted.
Scary shit.
I got hit and have 4 levels of exhaustion.
Yes.
So Umbril is a druid, which means they also have spell slots, which means they could go to the spelljamming helm and set the ship to jump, which is what happened. Only didn't just jump once. Jump, stop, change directions, jumped again. So retracing, not so simple. Stratos tried to overpower Umbril and failed.
Correction, we tied.
You tied, and then it became
He
a
beat me by
roll-off, and you
3
failed the
fucking
roll-off.
points on the D20 roll-off, which is some bullshit.
That's the book. We're gonna discuss that during break.
Some bullshit.
The mechanics that are there also aren't good. What are there? But I believe it was actually Ember that took over the ship then, because Ember is a warlock and has spell slots.
It is true.
Yep.
So
I had to kill
Ember-
Umbral to get Ember.
Umbral got killed because also like you were all moving at 100 million miles an hour. So like just severing the Spelljammer would have been real bad.
Yeah.
Didn't the tree also have things in it?
Yeah, the tree was
Yeah,
also
but we
infected.
got it.
You guys got
But we
the
got it
ones
out of the tree. We used the banish on
Earl.
Sludge, Vax, and Earl, and I think that's it.
I thought we used it on Ted
Used it on 10.
I guess we did also.
because I think she had 4 uses.
I think you're right.
And then I sent an emergency sending message to hot doctor guy that I can't remember his name.
Hot doctor.
Sir something.
Yeah, Sir Helmsworth.
That's it. I'm not going to remember that.
He looks like a Hemsworth, and he's named Helmsworth.
That just doesn't mean I'm going to remember.
But yeah,
Do
so
I
now.
lose all the advantages of having the slug inside of me?
No, it changed you physiologically.
Best of both worlds. Yes. This is what Hannah Montana intended when she wrote that song. Take the power of the sea slug that banishes from your brain.
But now, you guys are in the middle of somewhere in the astral sea. Because you were also moving at jamming speed in the astral sea, where distance is based on intention. And you've moved multiple jumps. So it's not a case of just turning around and going back. And the person who did it is dead. So you're now in the middle of nowhere in a ship with a bunch of carcasses.
Oh boy.
But
Honestly,
the good news
sounds
is
like a good time.
I'm in charge now.
Charge!
Question. So those carcasses, anyone got any claims on them? Or are they like up for grabsies?
Are you're like awake now, yeah?
Yeah, so Sludge
We're
will wake up.
resurrecting them.
Yeah,
The
I think
plan-
it's Sludge. Yeah.
The plan was either to resurrect or reincarnate.
Yeah.
All right.
If
There's like
I think
one
if
that you don't like that you want to just like save a couple gems, you know, kick them in the shed.
I honestly don't mind if we don't bring Mock back. Not that I didn't like him.
Sludge, if Sludge is awake, Jingle fully wraps herself around Sludge's leg because she's so happy that you're alive and no longer poisoned by the sugs, but it buried in your leg. It's like, yeah, I'd be fine if Mock didn't come back. I really didn't know them at all.
Interesting. Yes, I had very little to no interaction
You're
with them as well.
alive!
Hello.
Can I slowly cast Detect Magic and see if there is anything else still on Sludge? AKA that curse thing on her brain.
I think if
Yeah,
I see
she
you
is
doing this,
still
I'll be
under the
like,
effect of a
"Oh,
Gaius
yeah.
spell.
I am very much under a mind control spell.
Oh,
Can I please do something?
please?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like I do love the vibe of it, but I do agree that it would perhaps be better if I could exert a little of my own free will as well. You know, sort of a tete-a-tete.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and
Ted is alive too, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm very glad Ted's alive.
I'm gonna cast Remove Curse.
So I am going to need Sludge to make a wisdom save. Because asking for it to be removed is going to definitely be directly counter to seeing her again. Oh, wait. Sorry. You don't get a save. Your save was to be under it.
Because you know what I rolled was a natural 1, so clearly the dice also didn't want me to save.
Sludge takes 25 psychic damage.
Oh boy!
Oh, is that Mickey Mouse? Sorry.
No, that's just Jingle's catchphrase if you were paying
Oh
attention.
boy.
Truly sounded like Mickey Mouse in the best way, in the most incredible way. I cannot believe how good that was.
What are you talking about, Ashton?
This better be your next character.
Please no.
Please
the start
no.
of an OnlyFans.
Hey,
Now that-
Venus. Hey, at the Lion After Dark or Venus de Milo on certainly Folney Oans. Sorry, I disassociated
happened
for
there.
a second.
All right. That's fine. This show isn't sponsored. We don't have any worries.
Hey, I didn't say the name of the platform, and sex work is work. So like,
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I can preach.
All right. But yeah, so 25 psychic damage. You're a wizard, so I don't know how bad that is for you.
I'm okay. I'm at half.
Okay. Oh, cool. So if I had rolled max, you'd be down.
you 25, you have 50 hit points.
I have 56, so I'm a little above
okay.
Megan,
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. then.
Wizard.
Max
wait a
is
second.
50,
I have
so-
48. So what am I talking?
And my constitution is 15.
Yeah, that's why
Oh
you
yeah, my
have
constitution is 0. That's why.
That's why.
more. All right. But yeah, so what do you want to do to try and get rid of this Gaius spell?
I
Strap. Anybody?
I have an idea.
The remove curse didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, you cast remove curse, you said? Sorry. Yes, remove curse will remove it.
I have an idea, but I need to go to sleep first.
Well, I can just tap.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I
am now aware of a lot. Of things
if I cast, I have chaos. If I cast chaos on Sludge, can I undo the chaos?
Nope.
It's already undone. I thought.
Why
It's
would
also
you want
been
to
undone.
undo?
Oh,
Don't undo the gay ass.
But a charm does not undo a charm.
Boo.
Man. But I could have been double gay-assed.
Yeah.
Chaos? How do you say it then?
I mean, the worst thing is,
I believe,
if we're to be allowed, because technically you can't have the effect of two things of the same name happening.
All right.
Blah blah
well,
blah.
anyway, Jingle still needs to go to sleep anyways because I used my 5th level on a slug last week.
Yeah, Ted's not feeling great either.
I have 18 hit points.
Now, worth noting, as
well, I can do. I can help with that. And can I just do like fucking cure wounds on people?
Worth noting, as we stated when we started Spelljammer, you're out in the middle of wild space. So a night's sleep is a short
Wait, no,
rest.
we're not. Oh, yes, we are because we spell jammed. Fuck. That's.
It's a short
Can we
rest.
go find some shelter?
A week out here will be a long rest.
Ember's still in the Spelljammer chair, right?
Yeah, if you want to be.
Okay, because I just want to do I have any idea where what was it, Dragon Rock? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I have any idea where it is?
Has Ember ever looked at any kind of map that would have to do with space?
I think okay, I can tell you 100% that she's looked at a treasure map with the lines and the X marks the spot like a pirate
I'm
map.
talking about a
for
map
sure.
that would have Dragon Rock on it.
I'm
Bobby?
sure that she's looked at it.
What's up?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I love ideas.
If I could turn
Jingle goes into wherever we found Earl's brain, where we banished
It's at the
slug
very top
from.
of the trunk, but yeah.
Is there some kind of tree version of a port that I could theoretically plug something into?
What are you trying to use?
USB?
I want to put my crystal ball of true seeing into our ship so we have a true sight GPS.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
my God.
Yes.
Okay.
That would let us cast scrying through the ship.
I'll build you a dongle.
So here's the great thing. You guys technically need a week of downtime anyways.
We do.
This is going to take a while.
Incredible.
We have a word for this. It's called montage. What's up, Nikki?
If we're in a different dimension, is it still delayed?
Yeah, you're still away from everything.
Because if I'm in my private sanctum,
that
is a normal
gotcha
day.
Your private sanctum is made out of magic. So that would qualify as being a magical location.
I'm just going to so I'm hearing slumber party.
Yeah, slumber party in
Unless you still have the slots for it, yeah. I don't know if it can be done as a ritual.
It can't. But okay. I haven't used any 4th level spell slots.
All right.
If we want, I can cast my room and we can sleep there. I don't think the space magic bullshit will affect us.
Slumber party.
I will make you all a room for a slumber party. I'm going to my own private sanctum area in the house.
Yeah.
I have a splitting migraine right this second.
Sure.
Here, take a good berry. They're really good for headaches.
I can have one of my skeletons come and give you sort of a head and neck massage if you think that might help.
Actually, I can summon actual masseuses.
Fascinating.
They're all very attractive.
Show me how to do that one.
For some reason, I just imagined rippling Efreet twins when you said that. One in blue, one in red.
I kind of imagine
I
when
don't mean the
Stratos.
clothing.
I kind of imagine when they come in, like Stratos has actual like servants, like slave, dom sub slave type of servant.
Oh my god!
And she just like snaps her fingers.
I was thinking about the Da Vinci twins, so now I'm scared.
Oh no!
Nope, not Stratos.
I mean, this is the Big A Dice game, so I need to confirm some things. Like, to what noticeable level are they in this situation?
Collars.
Okay.
And
nothing
all
else.
the standard things. They're wearing lingerie at least.
Okay.
So they're semi-covered.
Yeah, because this could range from like French maid outfit to a little collar with a bell, all the way up to all fours full latex. There's a gamut.
That one's in my bedroom. But there's a male, a female, and a non-binary option.
I love that.
Outside for everybody else.
The 3 genders. It's all you need. That's all there are.
And then if anybody has any preferences, she will make them
How both open and limiting.
Ember like is gonna accidentally walk into the bedroom and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh
and
no!
just close the door and walk away.
Jingle walks in behind her, goes, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
I thought it was the pantry. It wasn't. It wasn't the pantry.
I mean, I think it is the pantry.
Fascinating.
She keeps her snacks. All right. Everybody rests. It's the next day.
One level.
We have all our spell
exhaustion
slots back.
Magic.
So
yeah,
is that
I
a
mean,
long
in the
rest?
sanctum.
Okay.
That,
Yeah, thank you, Nikki.
Again,
Thank
this
God. I
rule
was at
wasn't-
19 hit points.
Like when we discussed doing this wasn't me going, haha, fuck you. It was just a consistency thing because I can't say that other word right
All
now.
right.
Coughing.
So who do we want me to bring back first?
Harriet.
Yeah? Okay.
She deserves it.
Agreed. She seems very sweet. Okay, so it's an hour.
For
And
reincarnate?
it's rare oils and unguents worth at least 10,000 gold, which the spell consumes, the spell components.
The great thing is rare oils and unguents, as long as you guys have the coin for it, I think that perfectly falls under the purview of the kind of stuff One Shoe has for all of you.
Yeah.
We have to buy it because I've got like 10 gold. That's it.
I think
I'm saying like we'll just take it. I'm going to roll because we established One Shoe's holding on to all of Vax's drugs he bought from his touring money. So I am going to roll a d4 to see how many 1,000 gold worth of drugs they have. That will count, which is how many people can be
10,000 gold?
resurrected.
Well, we just want 2, I think.
Okay,
And
cool.
I have the rest of their bones.
I will fight for Mock. He did not deserve it.
He didn't, but
I rolled a 4.
Okay, we're fine.
Oh, cool. Oh, we're rich.
We're
All
rich.
right,
This will
so
be fine.
You're gonna do Harriet first.
Yeah. Okay. So Jingle like encases Harriet in like an ice tomb. Like it's like when you're like making a little snow fort. And then like fully puts her in like a little snow refrigerator and like puts her hands on top of it and like kind of out of character, but like it starts to get warm and like melt slowly. And Bobby, I need you to roll a D100.
Oh yeah,
to
I already had the
determine-
table up.
Oh, you
so
did?
I know what she turns into.
What does she turn into? Okay,
so
Jingle's melting
as
it. What does she turn into?
Begins to melt. Her shadowy form in there seems taller, more lively, but also it's not so much shadows that is her form as ebony skin starts appearing and long braided white hair. And since Harriet lost her arm, she wasn't born without an arm, that means she has 2 arms again.
Nice.
As this drow, I'm going to quickly actually make a roll to see how. This is entirely superficial, but it's the big gay dice game. I'm rolling to see how hot she is.
Oh, please do it with advantage.
That's hot.
Why? I got a 14.
Okay.
It should be a nat 20, but I mean.
This is a 3d6. This is an attribute roll.
Oh, okay.
That way we have a curve. So it's not total chance.
Yeah.
That fucking, I'm adding a 4th d6. We're all hot here.
Yeah, that's like.
Jingle's the one who reincarnated her. So like.
Yes. So huge tits.
Right.
You can always
No
do like
matter
a stat 46.
There we go.
Oh, wait.
I'll make sure. Okay, everything's working. I bumped the cord to my mic and it turned off.
Also, all size beauty.
But all right, so a 16. So she was a barbarian at heart, but a scholarly one, which means this is this like well-defined kind of rippling female drow that's fairly attractive. I mean, that's a +3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she is still dressed in her halfling clothes.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
It's like a
take my
crop
coat
top.
off and put it on
Yeah,
her so
she
she
should-
doesn't feel.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Welcome back.
A lot happened.
This is a little different than the last time.
Yeah.
Harriet, I'm so sorry, but this is like, I know you're probably gonna miss your old form because you've always had it. I just want you to know, I love you so much.
She goes to reach for the clothes. It's not Mary anymore. It's Nineveh. Ninevine's offering, and you hear a rip as her muscles tear the back of her shirt.
Can I cast mending on the clothes so that they can like be like refitted to her like
yeah, give me an
new
Arcana
size?
check for that.
Great.
Because it's one of those funny things. Mending doesn't cover that, but magical clothing does automatically resize. So I'll say
Nat
an Arcana
20.
check. Yeah. It does all of it except the length of her shirt because it's still a crop top because I know my
Yes,
audience.
but it's a crop top with enough width.
Yes.
Very important.
Barely, but yes.
Fuck you, Bobby.
All right. So Harriet can help out.
Oh my god, wait, she's still a barbarian? Oh my god. This is barbarian love right here.
Yeah,
Very
her hair
love.
is done still in like these halfling braids that are 2 braids back that then braid together.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
You look incredible.
She picks up her books that she swings around. And she says, I think I could carry something bigger now.
Yeah.
Rad. I
All
think
right.
I like this.
Do you like this, Harriet? Is this like cool with you?
It'll take getting
What?
used to. It's...
I don't understand.
Who wants to explain the transformation?
I don't understand what's different.
Oh.
Harriet is Harriet no matter who she is.
Well,
looks
yeah,
like-
but
Harriet's
Of course,
eyes
but-
well up, and she just wraps her arms around Nineveh.
Oh.
I just yeah.
Harriet,
Guys, I'm
Uh,
gonna make a very gay DM call now.
something
Reincarnate
happens.
actually reveals who you actually are on the inside.
Fuck
Oh,
off. I'm gonna
Bobby!
fucking cry.
It's the trans spell, because fuck everyone,
I-
it's perfect for it.
I need to message you, Bobby.
Which means if people are a different gender inside, they will change.
As long as it's not a shitty transracial metaphor, then it's cute.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
so
the race
good.
the race
I love
isn't the
this.
trans part.
Good.
That's why I was
I
saying.
sent you a message.
Yeah.
Because she
Whoever-
doesn't have her coat on right now.
Oh, gotcha. Given Harriet, she won't notice because she just
Okay.
came out of a block of ice.
Okay.
Okay,
But yeah, no. What we will say, like, if there's ever gender stuff, that because there's no role to determine that, so that becomes whatever someone's supposed to be. Because magic
really brings a whole new meaning to dead names.
Damn,
both things
Ash.
we don't joke around, and
Sorry.
fuck, that's funny.
Damn. No, that was deep. I loved
Yeah.
that.
That's good.
Good.
Wow.
Who is the next on the next day? Because you guys have slots back, so you can.
Can I,
Oh,
at
what do
some
you want to
point,
do?
Can I talk to Nineveh? I mean, like, it's gonna be away from everybody else because I don't want to like call her out in front of him. Hey, Nineveh, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah. What is it?
The other day when we found Vax, I noticed something. You there's more than you're letting on, isn't there?
Yes. Please.
If you're willing to share with me, I won't tell anybody. I'm just curious, honestly.
I never knew my father, and I found out who he was a while ago. And when there were sightings at Dragon Rock, look, that's the reason he's alive is because I wouldn't let my mother kill him, okay?
And for that, I appreciate.
I just didn't want him to die.
Is she trying to prove a point right now?
The only point she's trying to prove is to let me know who my father is.
Okay. Are you going to tell him?
At some point.
Okay. Well, if you need me there when that happens, just let me know. I will not say a word. It's not my place. I just noticed and was curious what the meaning behind it was.
No, it's complicated.
Yeah, life can get like that sometimes.
Okay. I have no idea.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else to cover before we move on to day 2?
I think Jingle's just gonna like check in with Ted.
Yeah, Ted's woozy. Ted's a little rough right now, but he's healing up. He's also very distraught still about, nearly killing everyone.
Yeah, I think Jingle just spends the day like after reincarnating Harriet, just like tending to Ted and like giving some TLC.
Yeah. All right. Day 2. Who are you?
Mock next, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll that D100, Bobby.
I know.
Oh gosh.
Jingle does the same ritual. It's just less cool on the second day.
Curled up in the ice as it goes, and the ice refracts light, so it's hard to tell the exact size of the person inside and everything. And it begins melting and still melting for a little bit of a while until there's like this tuft of like a blonde curly afro as Mock is a stout halfling, so a hobbit.
Yeah.
Which means it's now about a 3.5 foot tall Jeff Goldblum.
That's really good.
I feel like that fits. I
That's
feel like
pudgy.
Goldblum
It
is a
really
hobbit.
fits.
Let's face it, he's a hobbit.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I'm unsure. about this. I need to go check on a few things. And
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You kind of were taken over by a slug, and it killed you. So.
Okay. I am died. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, but I did not take your bones. Instead, we elected to bring you back.
I thank you both for the reincarnation and the bones.
Of course.
You know, I'm really liking this, like, bringing people back to life thing. This is
Should
like,
we all do it?
this is like very, I like that, like, I'm giving people life. Like,
yeah,
I'm really liking this energy.
I love that it is fulfilling you, Jingle, and it's definitely making you shine. I don't know how I feel about the prospect of us doing this all the time, because that will greatly cut into the supply of bones.
Agreed. But I'm just saying, in terms of this, if I've learned, and Jingle pulls out a little notebook that just is filled with like crayon notes that Jingle's been taking from like just what Sludge says. Is like, in terms of this multinational corporation we're forming, we need to have both sides of both life and death to be able to use the materials, the raw materials, but also be able to, you know, save some people.
May I
Jingle,
make
you
a
are brilliant.
Ember starts
May I make a
crying.
suggestion?
Please.
Of course.
Why
Takes out
don't
the notebook.
you resurrect or bring back the people that have done good things, and you could turn those that have done evil things into them.
Well, so that is, sorry, I got a little bit, that reminds me a little bit too much of Santa Claus and the naughty and nice list. And I can't operate the same way as that war criminal. But I do think that we should consider good actions as a way, as a prerequisite to be considered for the reincarnation process.
You know what might be interesting? If, let's say, after someone dies, if it's someone that we're not sure about, we don't have a strong feeling on one way or the other, we sort of bring them back to ask them just like a couple quick questions, sort of, why do you think you should be allowed to be alive? Or do you think your bones would be of larger service to the community?
And then we kill them again, and then we have a group discussion.
I'm gonna have to.
And then we can either resurrect them or keep
No.
Who are we to play God?
That's
I'll answer.
that's a fair.
We're not
I will
Santa
answer.
Claus.
I will answer for you, God. So.
Oh my goodness. I need to step away.
We are not going to do that. They've signed the
Absolutely not.
paperwork.
We are not
Stratus,
going to
I
do
got
that.
you,
And
Stratus.
Jingle winks
Don't
at
even
Sludge.
worry. Don't even worry, Stratus. I
Look,
gotcha.
I know that you have your paperwork for the people on the ship, and what you do with that is on you. And any bad person that we fight, that fights us, that you want, no problems whatsoever from me.
Well, see, I suppose my sort of question is then how do we define bad, and what constitutes bad enough?
Are they
to be kept
attacking
as a
us?
skeleton?
Are they
try to
attacking
kill
us?
and
Are
or
they
kidnap
murdering
us?
people?
What if we make two
There are many
lists?
reasons why
So,
people
so the
How do we know
ethics
that
are
they won't
us-centric then.
No.
Yeah, so this sounds like we are the arbiters of good, and anyone who
God.
crosses the
Oh, we are
arbiters of
God.
good deserve to die.
That is incorrect. There is.
I'm confused.
Feeling a little bit that way.
No, here. Okay, we make two lists. Got it? We put the people on it.
This is Santa.
2 lists is too many. We just need 1 list, 2 columns.
Yeah. Okay, 1 list, 2 columns. I will draw the pictures. Someone else is gonna have to write names. and then we say like who we would. So we have a bones, and
bones and a no bones
and no bones.
Bones and new bones.
New bones, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And that it'll just make it easier to like streamline, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to take the time to do all of the interviews. If we just see someone, like if someone cuts us in line at the grocery store, we can be like, oh, bones.
I think we might need to discuss like causality.
This is sort of a long-term thing. Yeah. Not
There's also the opportunity
yes,
to
yes,
just
of course.
who deserves reuse, who deserves recycle.
Yeah.
And who deserves
We
to
are
be
recycling.
reanimated.
That's reuse.
Reduce, reuse, reanimate.
Yeah.
I don't. And I think Nineveh, there's a look of anger and then of like complete sorrow. And I think she's going to walk out of the room at the conversation.
She's on the no bones list, let's be clear.
Oh, of course. As far as I'm concerned, everyone on this ship who has not given express consent for their bones to be used as bones is on the no bones list.
Do we want to try to use a Santa Claus tactic of slipping our clause about whether or not we can use their bones into like the iPhone terms of service agreement so that people are agreeing and consenting to using their bones?
Does Santa do that in the iPhone agreement?
What?
Is that what he does? I've
one
never
of those
read
privacy
Jingle
settings.
just
I'm
does.
sorry, I'm not legally allowed to
yeah.
comment on that.
Yeah, Jingle
It's the
just does a
cookies.
full 100-yard stare.
You've accepted the cookies.
I'm
Santa
connecting
can
the
legally
dots.
take you.
I'm gonna go check on Nineveh.
All right.
While you all plot
We'll
evil
start the
deeds,
list.
with,
We'll start
I'm
the
honestly, I was sludged. I'm not surprised, but a little confused about the rest. So kind of, but okay.
Very
Are you
persuasive.
sure?
No, but it's fine. I go to check on Nineveh. I actually I wanted to make Stratus evil, but she's not technically. She's chaotic and neutral.
Join the dark side.
I don't fuck with
Run
alignments.
over
I have
here.
fun.
I let the characters tell me where their alignment lies.
Honestly,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. I didn't pick it on originally she was neutral
Such
good,
a
and I was
hard
just like
evil.
that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, Sludge is full evil.
I'm
She's
like, I'm
chaotic
pretty
evil.
sure once you named
Fuck
her
around and find
Sludge
out.
Gray, we figured a lot of it.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah. So you go. I don't know where Nineveh went off to. That's up to Nineveh. So
I think that she is going back to her room because if she slept in the private sanctum, she didn't have privacy, so there's certain things she would need to do. And I think that's what Stratos walks in on.
I mean that's for story reasons, that's fine. I could have given you a private room if you asked, but if you wouldn't have asked, then yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she would have. She doesn't want to draw attention to it, but I guess Stratus, if you come into her room, there is basically an alchemy set up, as well as this giant these eye drips that she's connected to. She looks incredibly ill when you come in, but she just is kind of holding her head, and that's kind of what you see.
I will walk in and close the door gently behind me so nobody else sees anything. Are you okay?
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm fine.
Would you like to try again?
Okay, yeah, sure. I guess all the secrets are coming out today. I feel so strongly about this because I'm not alive.
Interesting.
I mean, technically I'm aware, but I'm not. I'm undead.
Noted.
This is what keeps me going.
Do you have to do this every day?
Yep. It's the only way I can move and think.
If we sleep in the sanctum, there will be a private room for you that nobody else can find.
Thank you.
If you need anything, let me know. But I'll close your door and lock it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then she'll just like walk out without saying anything else and just lock the door behind her. And just like, oh God, okay. Things are just getting more and more interesting on the ship. That's it.
All
I just
right.
want to check on you.
So, another day goes by, and it is time. I believe the only one left is Umbril.
Yep.
I want to reincarnate Umbril.
D100, Bobby.
I already rolled it.
Yeah.
So Umbril's lithe Genasi frame with the blue skin and the purple and orange hair goes in. And as things melt, you see this like ruddy copper skin on a short, wide frame as a mountain dwarf with a blue and purple like lightning bolt of color in his beard emerges.
Cute.
Is he an Argonauty?
She
That's her lightning. She
is now a mountain dwarf, but was an Argonauty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to roll for... Oh no. Our Jeff Goldblum is 13, so he's just kind of average looking. But to be fair, Jeff Goldblum isn't about the looks, it's all about the personality.
That is true.
I'm muted. Wow. I thought you said age, Bobby. And
no.
I did too.
thought
I
it
was
was
like,
too, and I
13,
said,
I was
oh
like,
no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. We were rolling for
hotness.
for hotness.
Everyone is of consensual age.
Yes. And Umbril
Legal adults.
is a 15.
Ooh.
But like a rugged 15.
I love that for her. Oh my god. She's killing it.
I love that for her.
So how you were dead, but now you're not.
Welcome back.
Thanks for not keeping me dead.
I'm so sorry you were dead and also taken over by a slug. It was a lot.
Being a Genasi still has some of that like elemental magic because it was also a druid. So she wild shaped into things that kept it. So changing shape, it sticks.
Mm-hmm.
The blue skin is gone. It is this like kind of coppery, sun scorched skin. Her eyes are, one eyelid is orange, one eyelid's purple.
Ugh.
And yes, she still has the beard with the lightning bolt.
Yes.
We love to see it.
Mama, you're killing it.
Icon.
Oh my gosh, hold on. We're gonna have to do a repainting.
I was gonna
of,
say.
you know, that picture that's hanging above Vax's mantle in the captain's quarter, you know, that really nice painting we got done. We're gonna have to do like
Get that redone.
Yeah.
Now, she is going to need to check one thing as she shape changes into the falcon that is still this like bluish purple and orange. Takes a big flight, lands back. Everything's copacetic.
Good.
I don't know what that word means, but yeah.
Do you?
I think Jingle blushes a little bit and is like,
Do you
want to go on a flight around the ship.
Give me a
Together?
persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, 13 plus 16.
Oh, you're
so
good.
16 total. I think Jingle turns into a snowy owl.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
A big snowy owl, and then goes on a really beautiful full flight around the ship with Umbril.
Umbril just responds with, "You're the other druid here. I'm surprised it took you this long to ask." And then does the standard like jump into a front flip, transform into the
Jingle
Falcon.
reciprocates. Cute.
We love. Love.
All right.
There's
well,
gonna be
Ember's
just like
gonna-
Ted walking around with like a bird on each shoulder.
Oh.
One bird whisper good things, the other bird whisper naughty things.
Dude, why would there be a deviled egg on the windowsill if you weren't supposed to eat it?
I'm sad that I.
Bastard!
God damn it! All right.
Ember is
think,
gonna go up to Harriet.
You should eat the other one.
You should eat the other one.
Two bad birds.
Oh, you threw up right away.
You should eat it. You should look it up.
Okay, now you're just my cat.
All right. But Ember is going to Harriet.
Yeah, and I just want to, because I just saw the great moment that Jingle had. So I want to go up to Harriet and just be like, hey, we're both barbarians. I was wondering, if you ever wanted to like rage and then punch each other. I'm always down for that. They're doing the druid thing, so I thought, we could do a barbarian thing, but all I can think about is like the other thing we do is kind of punch things. So yeah, if you wanted to.
That is Drow. Okay. The hair's slightly more blue than white. But I have Harriet.
Oh, dang.
But as she takes her, like, now added on big old stack of books on the belt, and she, like, whips it around into her hand, looks at you, says, "I could go for some light reading," and winks.
Well, you're going to have to, well, you could read it out loud to me. I'll just sit there and...
I love how you almost said teach me and you didn't.
I was not going to say that.
She fought the urge.
I was going to say you're going to have to read it out loud, and then I changed the wording.
Sure.
Like a smart boy.
At which point she goes, "Don't worry, I can be very loud."
Okay, I know that was meant to be flirty, but I want you to know that I think that I am the loudest person on the ship, and in a sexy way, but also not in a sexy way.
She no longer has halfling lungs. She has full-size drow lungs, and she just tilts her head back and lets out this blood-curdling roar.
Ember does the same thing.
Roll your intimidate.
Oh.
You're probably gonna win.
I was 16. It wasn't a good roll.
It wasn't a good roll for me either. I got a 13.
Okay.
So you win. All right.
I can go louder.
Might as well put this in podcast chat for viewers to see the new Harriet as well.
I feel attacked by the picture of Harriet. Like, that is like more than anyone I've ever seen in my life, she's wife material.
Yeah,
Noted.
More than like any fictional.
The
can't believe
closest
this
to
has
Jeff
happened.
Goldblum as a hobbit I can
I'm
find
so
is Jeff
sorry.
Goldblum as Gandalf.
Painting version. Wife in a painting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen a painting of anyone in real life, so I can't compare. Definitely not picture. You know, like she's not the hottest picture wife. You know.
All right.
I'm honestly trying to think of a hot woman that I could name to like as a joke, and I can't think of one. I really am. I was really trying to think of something.
Come on, girl. Not one.
Well, I mean like hot, like that's like better than like hotter than everyone else.
At some point, I just need to Photoshop Jeff Goldblum's face onto Samwise, and we'll.
Do you want me? I'll do it. I'll
have
do it.
Mog.
I'll do it. Don't even worry about it. Give me 5 minutes.
Of course you will. All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? You're still floating in the middle of space. There is the idea of installing the scrying ball, but it hasn't been done yet.
Yes, I'd love to do that. Now that everybody's reincarnated, I'd love to dedicate my time to doing that.
I would have spent each day also messaging again. See if I get a response.
You will get a response. It's going to take you the power of a D4. Oh, after the first day, you do get a response saying they will do what they can to find you, but without a location. They're going to be limited.
I will do another sending and say, give a extreme description of something that I have, the crown that I have.
Okay.
And say, use that to find me. That might make it easier. Because I have the beholder crown thing.
All right. So, anything that they're actually working really fast to help.
I want to go chat with Nineveh
at some point.
Sludge go first.
Okay. Oh. Sludge said she wanted to talk to Nineveh, so.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, at some point I would just go find Nineveh when there was like a quiet moment just to check in.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we have a little chat? Are you free?
Sure.
Busy working? I just wanted to check in. I feel like there's tension between us, and I don't want there to be tension amongst friends. So if I've offended you in any way, I truly apologize. It was not my intention.
No, I have strong feelings about the undead, and so I have a hard time with some of the way you all talk so flippantly about it when it's...
Of course. I hope you know that I truly have the utmost respect for the undead and for skeletons. I find that they are often far more interesting to be around than living people.
I believe undead shouldn't be controlled.
Well, that's very fair. I suppose if there were sort of another way that I... When you have little bone puppets and you talk to them and make friends with them, they don't exactly speak back, so then over time you learn how to make them speak back, and then you can have much more interesting conversations with them.
Yeah. there are undead that have their own minds.
Well, that's fascinating. That's not something I've been able to achieve yet, but certainly something that I'm working towards, a more advanced undead construction, I suppose.
They're people, Sludge. They're still people.
Well, of course, but my friends, my skeletons, when this magic that I use on them drops, they're just bones again. And there's potential there, surely. But they're just bones. It's the magic within them. That's certainly what I believe. They have the magic within them in the bones already, and I'm just sort of waking it up. And then if they happen to all be interested in running an undead theme park that people are not able to escape from, so they endure a lifetime of childhood joy and wonder, is it the worst thing in the world?
If they didn't choose it, yes.
Well, eventually they're free to go. I haven't conscripted anyone into lifelong service. It's more of like a 24-hour period kind of thing. And then
Until
most
you
of them
recast the spell.
Well, I
seen
do
it.
check in with them and sort of see. There's one that I've been kind of stringing along, like a kid being like, just make it through the end of the day and then you'll be good. And they're just like really good at their job. And it's just really hard to find a good assistant these days.
You
But
ever
all
ask
the
them
other
what they
ones,
wanted?
I totally let free. There's a bunch in the Graveyard of Holding that I haven't even animated yet. And we're keeping them safe because I respect the undead.
So you can res them into undeath for your own purposes.
No, I believe they're all in debt. They're waiting for their own resurrections. I don't have their consent to use their bones.
Then you shouldn't raise them.
Well, of course. They're not my bones. They're Ezekiel's bones.
All right. I don't have a problem with you doing whatever you do to bad people, but please be wary of doing it to people that are good.
I find it interesting when you talk about good and bad. I have a sense of what you mean, but I also feel that I've known many more people that fall somewhere in between that.
There's always gray, but taking a life, unless it is absolutely necessary, it marks you.
Fair enough. Well, you're always welcome to use the laboratory. I just hadn't seen you in there in a bit, and I wanted to make sure you didn't feel like you couldn't also use that space. It is as much yours as it is mine. And Ezekiel's and
Understand.
everyone else's.
I appreciate that.
Lovely. Well, I'm going to go back and research. You have fun.
All right.
All right. Now, Mary, there was something else you wanted to do?
At some point, I wanted to check in on Harriet because, like, she's the one friend I've made on the ship, and I feel really bad what happened to her, and I just want to make sure she's okay.
Ember, give me an athletics check. With advantage, because you'd be raging.
Yeah, that's valid. Thank God for that advantage. 23.
Oh, you beat her. 19. She still does well. But yeah, so you find Harriet. She's finished with Ember. Probably has a few fresh bruises. And she's sitting, like, kind of off the side of the deck. The belt around her books is loosened, and she has one of the books, and she's just thumbing through it, reading it.
I'm gonna hold up a little, like, medicine kit and say, need patched up.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Try to remember Harriet's new voice. Yeah, I guess so. Still not quite used to what I can take now, apparently.
I get that. No, just kind of like if she has any cut, like bandage it up and like do that and just say, how are you doing with things?
I mean, what, like 2 months ago I died and got brought back, and then the school I was in literally fell apart and flew out into space and ended up on some rock, and then apparently one night a slug took over my brain and a bunch of other people and I died again. Like, I don't even remember that happening. I just went to sleep and then woke up dead. I
understand. I've been there.
I wanted to be a hero. That's why I went off to Strixhaven. So, I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stories. I guess this is part of mine.
It's a interesting path. And I hope that this is the last time. I'm just gonna kind of like brush her hair out of her face and I just tell me if you ever need something.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. That is a 21.
Oh, wow. She looks up and, like, locks eyes with you. Just sit with me for a bit.
Yeah.
And, like, you sit with her and she kind of starts showing you the book she's been looking through and everything. As it turns out, her books are all reference books. They're all nonfiction, most of them science-based tomes. All right. Now, as for dealing with Earl and installing a crystal ball of true seeing into the brain of a treant, this is going to be a series of 3 checks. You guys get to determine who makes the checks.
No, what?
All 3 of them are going to be... No, we're going to do 1 Arcana, 1 Medicine, 1 Nature.
Okay. So I should maybe roll Arcana, Medicine, and Nature.
I would love to roll the medicine. I have a +1.
Okay.
But other than that, I have a -1.
Might need some help from some other people.
I would love some help from anyone who would want to help us put the crystal ball into the ship.
Sure.
I'm happy to help.
The DC for all of these is 20.
I'm going to get Ted to help me with the medicine check.
All right.
Ooh, 14 for a medicine check.
All right. One failure does not ruin the whole thing. However, it is a sliding scale, and it's already not doing well.
Maybe Ninvin and I could work together on an Arcana check.
Okay.
I've rolled the same number twice.
No.
It was a 10 both times plus 9 for a 19.
Okay,
that's not bad.
Uh-huh. All right.
But it's still short.
Then finally that nature check, I believe.
I think I might have the highest nature just because of my intelligence. Can I get help?
Yeah. There's another druid on board, so you'll be able to get help.
Oh yeah, Umbra.
I have a question.
20 for 25.
For Sledge's check, I have a unique ability where I can add a d6 to my own ability check.
Since you're helping her, I'll allow it.
Okay, so you get a d6.
Since you rolled a 19, even getting a 1 will have you reach the DC.
That's a 4 for 23.
Woo!
All right.
We fucking did it, y'all.
All 3 failed would have meant the orb not only wouldn't have worked, but would have been damaged.
Bobby.
Been very bad.
Uh-huh. Big risk, big reward.
Bobby.
All 3
20, though.
succeeding would have meant it worked perfectly. Like, Earl will be able to basically see anywhere and navigate for you guys. You have 2 out of 3.
And that natural 20 doesn't negate anything?
Nope.
Damn it.
2 out of 3 is not as bad as 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 would have been failed, but the orb's not destroyed. 2 out of 3. It is installed in Earl. Earl can see the entire cosmos all at once. That is a lot to cram into anything's head. I'm going to make a quick roll for Earl to see how he handles this.
Can I?
This is a save.
Hold on.
Anything
I know.
you
I'm
have
trying
that
to.
helps with saves.
I might. I'm a druid. Hold on. This is my thing. Can I do it? What save is it?
I'm going to say this is a wisdom save.
Can I cast enhance ability and give Owl's wisdom to give him advantage on wisdom checks?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to do that.
All right.
I know it's checks, but not saves. But
it's fine.
Thank you.
All right. The first roll is a 19. The second roll. Hold on. I'm glad it's advantage, because the second roll was a natural 1. A 20 would have meant he could grit through it and be fine. He did not fail by more than 5, so he is not completely broken mentally. However, I would like to here we go. $73.
The hell, Ash? I just saw your DM in the chat with Hobbit Jeff Goldblum.
Oh no. I need to see this. Exactly. It's basically the image I imagined.
He's loving life.
But Earl is just like as he wakes up, he's just, I see everything. And his face like forms on the side of the tree and his eyes are just galaxies. There's so much out there.
It's gonna be okay, buddy.
So much.
And I just like rub the side of the ship.
There's so much that would want us dead.
Uh-huh.
They're everywhere, Jingle.
And it's your job to keep us safe.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I do it with advantage?
Yes.
We're gonna have a paranoid ship
Because I have big tits and big tits cure anxiety. Just not my anxiety, but other people's anxiety.
Yeah.
They're comforting.
Unfortunately, that
They
is
are.
true.
Big mood.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Because he has, I am convinced that powerful enemies are hunting me and their agents are everywhere I go. I am sure
That is
they're
so
watching
fair.
me all the time.
He's a little paranoid.
Which is his
It's
response
all right.
to seeing the entire multiverse at once. Which
Can
is
I,
kind of like, yeah.
Can I
Me
just
too.
can I just cast like or just do like a little like druid craft and like make a little like 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 fucking cannabis plant
Yeah.
and then burn it.
Okay, so here's
just,
the
just
thing.
help get rid of that paranoia. Let's
This-
keep him a little high.
This is an indefinite madness. This is
I
just
know.
a new trait he has. So your ship now can navigate to anywhere. However, it is sentient and it is paranoid as hell.
Well,
This
so
isn't
am
gonna
I.
end
So
poorly.
me every time I get in a car.
Okay, so are we gonna head back to where we were now?
Do we want to
So-
head back to Dragon Rock? Isn't that where you got infected with those sludge?
Yes.
The slugs are
We
there.
also have the mission too.
Which do you
Or-
think should take precedence?
Let's do the mission and then to go back because I'm pretty sure that what's her face will try to kill us if we don't.
What
Good
if
point.
or we could just stop at like a party planet?
It will make her feel better if you do complete it, and there will be
Well,
gold and riches if you do.
but then we have to see her again.
Yeah, and we're pirates, so we can just take that kind of stuff.
All right.
No, we cannot.
We're pirates.
She
like
will
the-
literally kill all of
But
us.
that's like
and
the
I'm not
point-
being killed because of your actions.
No, that's like the point of being pirates is that we're just we loot and we
And with that, we are going on break.
LOL.
Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia because this ain't happening?
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the
Yes,
game.
we
real
are
fast.
here. We got
We're
this.
here to
Let's
play the
go.
game.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I don't. I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Just so
and
much
I-
excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Step one, you tell me I'm wrong. Step two, you say you wanna see it all the way through. seems apart for you. You tell me everything life is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gotta go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running for. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running for. What you running for? We don't know what we're running for. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and no worn-out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in our tomboy t-shirts. The information superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
If you're like me and you're always looking for rad myths and monsters to spice up your game, then you absolutely have to check out Van Helsing's Creature Codex. So my friend Bobby over at Roleplays cooked up this little bestiary for Monster of the Week, and it is, oh boy, it's something. It is super useful for both hunters and keepers alike. It features 16 unique monsters and eerily beautiful illustrations, and it's all steeped in this super cool, like, handwritten, antiqued journal aesthetic, which is extra cool because it makes for an amazing table prop that can exist in worlds in your game. It's bonkers. The link is in the description, and keep an eye out for Volume 2, The Vampire Nomicon, which is coming out in 2022. And while you're looking for cool things to spice up your game, my Monster of the Week campaign setting, Raven Creek, is available for free on my Patreon at patreon.com/Michael Wingate. You do not have to be a patron to get the PDF. It is free, but if you feel like hopping on the, choo-choo patron train, that would be super, super cool of you. Also, I have merch. It's fun, it's nerdy, and it's available on my website at wingatethebrand.com. Okay, enough capitalism. When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness.
things this show cares about, I love. What are we eating? What are we wearing? Those are the most important things to our D&D games.
The biggest questions in life, so it makes sense that it would come through. What am I eating? What am I wearing? Do I feel anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, you feel odd. Something just climbed in through your tear duct.
Sluggy.
You know, I wonder.
So last week, Sludge may have now been given an ability to
take people's bones?
Not literally.
I don't like how you said that.
How figuratively.
Spiritually.
I mean, you're not far off given who it's related to and everything from last week.
Yeah, I kind of want. I'm drum rolling Arcana.
This reference is over 20 years old now. However, anyone who's seen the first X-Men movie, when the Senator melts, Vax is kind of a semi-puddle.
Oh, he's part ooze too? But I use command on just the slug, even though I can't see him.
You can attempt to verbally. If you have telepathy, you can.
I want to focus in on this little sluggy guy and tell him to flee.
Mock's eyes roll out in the back of his head as a bubbling hissing sound's made as it just acid burns out the back of Mock's head and begins fleeing.
Ah! Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
Last week was a really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I don't. I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better catch.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Step one, you tell me I'm wrong. Step two, you say you wanna see it all the way through. Step three, you bring me down to my knees. Step four, you say you're walking out the door. You can't take it anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. I tear my seams apart for you. You tell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel out every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is
If you're like me and you're always looking for rad myths and monsters to spice up your game, then you absolutely have to check out Van Helsing's Creature Codex. So my friend Bobby over at Roleplays cooked up this little bestiary for Monster of the Week, and it is, oh boy, it's something. It is super useful for both hunters and keepers alike. It features 16 unique monsters and eerily beautiful illustrations, and it's all steeped in this super cool, like handwritten, antiqued journal aesthetic, which is extra cool because it makes for an amazing table prop that can exist in worlds in your game. It's bonkers. The link is in the description, and keep an eye out for Volume 2, The Vampire Nomicon, which is coming out in 2022. And while you're looking for cool things to spice up your game, my Monster of the Week campaign setting, Raven Creek, is available for free on my Patreon at patreon.com/MichaelWingate. You do not have to be a patron to get the PDF. It is free, but if you feel like hopping on the, choo-choo patron train, that would be super, super cool of you. Also, I have merch. It's fun, it's nerdy, and it's available on my website at wingatethebrand.com. Okay, enough capitalism. When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go, I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness.
The things this show cares about, I love. What are we eating? What are we wearing? Those are the most important things to our D&D games.
The biggest questions in life, so it makes sense that it would come through. What am I eating? What am I wearing? Do I feel anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, you feel odd. Something just climbed in through your tear duct.
Sluggy. I wonder.
So last week, Sludge may have now been given an ability to
take people's bones?
Not literally.
I don't like how you said that.
How figuratively.
Spiritually.
I mean, you're not far off given who it's related to and everything from last week.
Yeah, I kind of I'm drum rolling Arcana.
This reference is over 20 years old now. However, anyone who's seen the first X-Men movie, when the Senator melts, Vax is kind of a semi-puddle.
Oh, he's part ooze too? But I use command on just the slug, even though I can't see him.
You can attempt to verbally. If you have telepathy, you can.
I want to focus in on this little sluggy guy and tell him to flee.
Mock's eyes roll out in the back of his head as a bubbling, hissing sound's made as it just acid burns out the back of Mock's head and begins fleeing.
Ah!
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
Last week was a really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the game.
We are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I don't. Apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Step one, you tell me I'm wrong. Step two, you say you wanna see it all the way through. Step three, you bring it out to my knees. Step four, you say you're walking out the door. You can't take it anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. I tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna
We're live. There we go.
Ashton,
We're live.
you're not a good gay.
I know, I'm not a
Chat roast
Start
Ashton for
gay.
not being on CoStar.
I'm so
also
sorry.
not on it.
I don't even know what it is.
I know a lot of people with it. I don't need to be yelled at every day.
Oh, should I? Okay.
I'm an old gay. I don't need to know this stuff anymore.
I know.
Just tell me your big three and I'll forgive you. Slash
I
your
only
birthday.
downloaded it because my girlfriend asked me to.
Honestly, fair.
I'll have to do
What is the name of it?
Co-star.
CoStar.
They sent it to the
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Or I'm
hey
going to, at
everybody,
least.
we're live.
Hi
Oh,
everybody.
shit,
I did
Download
say
CoStar and friend me.
Oh my god.
Everyone on our podcast.
All right.
Wow.
So, and we're back. Okay, so what is your decision? Do you finish the job or do you head straight back? Both of those
Let's-
you are now going to have to convince Earl to do, but they're different DCs.
Let's finish the job and then go back.
Yeah.
I guess. Nineveh, what do you think we should do?
I think you should finish the job. It's
Interesting.
Okay.
Jingle's gonna message Ember and be like, let's beat up Carrie when we get back from the job though, okay?
Oh, I was already planning on doing that. I don't think I can respond with message, can I? I can't.
You can. Message lets you respond.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah.
I think so at least.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Just
If
thinking,
not, I will say it out loud.
LOL winky face.
Yeah, no, it's not true. Ember, please, like Ember, Jingle just goes, and Ember responds out loud. Is the funniest thing I can imagine.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So, Earl is not handling seeing the galaxy and all of its many threats well. Someone's going to have to talk Earl into where you're going.
Earl, we're gonna go finish our job, and
Oh, jeez.
Sludge, do you think you can help me convince Earl to go and help us finish this job?
I would be happy to.
My persuasion's a +3. How about yours, baby?
Mine is a +7.
I'm gonna give you advantage, my dear.
I'll just gently stroke Earl. It's gonna be okay.
Where?
We're gonna
He's all wood.
everywhere. I just lay down on the ground and rub small circles into the wood.
All right. I need a persuasion check with advantage.
Don't neglect the shaft.
It's called a trunk on Earl.
Switching out my dice.
That's a was it.
That was a good call. Cool. It was a 23.
Oh, yeah. All right. It'll definitely be better than going back without the job done, I guess.
Definitely.
Much
Right.
easier this way.
Who is going to be spell jamming? What's up?
I will send a message really quick to Dr. Helmsworth.
Yes.
And be like, figured it out, never mind, you're taking too long, so we're good now. Thanks for trying, though. Appreciate you.
They'll respond with the best we could do was scry on your location. You're well out of range of any kind of find object spell.
I mean, it's 1,000-foot range, so that makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to retcon that I did check on Vax every day.
Mhm.
Just to make
Nice.
sure Vax was
Yeah,
cool.
you sent
Oh
me a
yeah,
message
definitely doing that
on
for
that.
sure.
I didn't know if you saw it, so I just
Aw.
wanted to add
Yeah.
that.
Oh, also I think there was alluded to that other crewmates had slugs in their brain. I'm pretty sure Glivy would have banished them.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Glebby
So
has
I
been
just
vanishing.
want that
and
out there.
Good call,
just
Mary.
so
Thank
it's
you.
known.
Yeah.
If not, also Jingle would have helped and done like locate creature to try to find the slugs so that then we could have banished them.
I can do the spell jamming if y'all want.
I'd love that.
All right. Give me a quick arcana
Can I
check.
hang out with you while you spell jam, Stratos?
Sure.
Jingle's just gonna sit like right behind you, taking notes on your every action.
I miss old Spelljammer where there were different helms that were powered by different things. Because I just want a spelljamming ship that's powered by jamming out.
The ship, by the way, when I take over, turns completely ebony wood, and then the golden black butterflies appear all over the tree.
Fancy.
An Arcana check?
Yes.
23.
And you guys jump with the true seeing on the helm. You're going to be able to find the location, which is still an astral space. We don't have to worry about wild space. So if you know where you're going and can like visualize an astral space, you can literally condense space as well, even without spell jamming. So cool. Yeah, that's just an aspect of astral space. Distance is
I said mental. What I said. I said it was hot.
Oh no, I'm saying I agree. It's really cool. Like all of distance and relativity is just mental in the astral state.
It's hot, Bobby.
Yeah. You guys, and in next to no time, you arrive for your place to drop off all the drugs, which is a small asteroid with a large red and white tent on it.
Don't.
Can I roll a insight check on the tent?
Don't,
yes.
Bobby.
Ted, what do you think that looks like?
Ted's just like, I don't like clowns.
That's 212, so that's going to be a 17.
Yeah, it gives very circus vibes.
I hate you, Bobby.
You know who else wears red and white?
Who?
Oh my God.
I don't actually know.
Is this your big bad backstory coming back?
Santa Claus.
The true BBEG.
This seems a little bit too close to written in the cars for me. Excuse me, cars on the road for me.
Coming out on the side of the tent, 2 flaps open, and out comes flying this little, like, it looks like a tiny car that's spitting out like a trail of bubbles behind it. It's just like I'm going to make a quick roll. Oh, yeah. It flies towards the ship before it comes over, and it's only like 4 feet long by like 3 feet wide, and just like and just lands on the deck of the ship. And the door opens and just this tremendously long leg comes out. As stretching its way out are 2 space clowns.
No. Hey guys, I'm not into this one. I think we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna get out. Thank you so much for having us.
I do also feel like this is a hard pass.
Here are what space clowns look like in Spelljammer.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're not good. They're a bad time.
They're a bad time.
Have I interacted with these guys before?
Absolutely not.
I would assume Nineveh has.
Yeah, because I've done these.
These are people who are buying from Kelly.
The one in the back is kind of hot.
I'm gonna
kind of. That's the lanky one. That's the one that
the
came
one
out
in
first.
The front is really hot too.
Do I know their names?
Bozo and Ping Pong.
I'm just gonna say, hi Bozo and Ping Pong. We got a new shipment.
Please. Oh my God. They go to respond to you. Do you know Abyssal?
I do.
They speak Abyssal. So just demon tongue. As he responds with, it took longer than I expected.
Had some issues with some gelatinous slugs, but shipment's here.
Is all of it.
all of it. Come on, what do we do? We're not going to do that to you. Of
I will need to check the purity.
course.
And he goes, and you guys have like the crates of them, and he picks up one of the like glass balls. And as he holds it in his hand, it turns red. And he puts it over his nose and squeezes it. It is pure. And then lets out just this really deep, long clown laugh.
No! No. We used to make toys like that back at the factory.
Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah.
Head picks me up when I do it. 9.
Turning to Nineveh, still in Abyssal. So anyone who doesn't speak Abyssal will not understand any of this.
I do not.
I don't either, but Ember is reacting like she does speak it. Like if someone else laughs, she'll laugh with them.
You did not tell me you were doing jobs for the Red Man.
Nah, she's actually left him for us, so.
This is okay.
Hey, do you have that caramel corn like you bring me every time?
Yes.
Awesome.
I will have Lumpkin get it for you. And he goes
Fantastic.
to the back of the bug and like raps on the trunk and just Lumpkin. And it cracks open and out comes this brown bear with a fez holding a bucket of caramel corn.
Thank you.
It
And
is
I'm just
made
gonna
from
grab
the
it.
most pure of the caramels.
It's so good. Guys, this is the best popcorn ever.
I don't fuck with clowns.
No thanks.
We'll try a bite.
No thanks, man.
I'm sorry, Nineveh. I can't get behind this. This
I
is too
cast
close to
detect
Santa.
magic before I try a bite and make sure the popcorn is not magical.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What kind of magic?
Necromancy.
I do not eat the popcorn.
Okay, well, maybe now I'm interested.
I will tell Sludge though, like you might actually like this popcorn.
What kind of popcorn is it?
It is made from caramels. When they coagulate afterwards, it becomes very sticky.
Bobby, give me a persuasion
And
check.
It has necromantic magic on it.
Ooh, a 5.
That does not pass Jingle's passive intelligence of 9. So Jingle is not.
Surprisingly.
So Jingle's tongue does a little like when they say like caramel and like the and the
Caramels.
sweets and the popcorn, but she resists.
Coagulates.
I'm gonna eat the popcorn. Well, I'm gonna ask Nineveh, is it okay if I try the popcorn?
Oh yeah, help yourselves.
I'm gonna eat it while staring them in the eye.
The crunch is reminiscent to the sounds of children's laughter.
Interesting.
I just imagine you going into business with them for your future theme park.
I mean,
I don't like your vibe, but I do enjoy your style, and I think we may have dealings in the future by proxy
he goes,
because
what
this is a
about
lie.
his
Jingle
vibe?
pulls at
And-
your skirts but doesn't say anything like a disgruntled toddler.
But so are you talking to the tall one or the short one?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm looking
So the
not
main one
at
who's been
them.
talking is the tall one who's Bozo.
Great, sure,
And he goes,
that one.
what about his vibe? And as he gestures sideways, he takes a side step and like mirror images himself. But his
Nope.
alternate is like negative colors of himself.
It's gonna be a hard pass for me. But I do think we're maybe after the same or similar end goal.
Give me a persuasion check.
15.
I do not know. What is the goal you are after, and I will tell you if it is our goal.
An undead theme park that traps the joy of people that live inside of it while they're stuck there for eternity in a fun rumpus but also eternal prison.
These undead, they no longer have their souls, correct?
Well, theoretically, I suppose it depends. I've actually just had a really interesting conversation about this. I'm uncertain.
If you become certain the souls are not necessary, we may be able to do business.
Fascinating. Let me do some research and I'll get back to you.
Thank you for the gas. And he goes, and he reaches and he pulls out just like a comically large bag with a $sign on it.
Dude, these guys robbed a bank.
Not today.
Did they say that in common?
They do know common, so yeah, sure. They say it in common. I rolled for it.
All right. You're getting more attractive.
That does not matter to me how you feel of my appearance. It is mine and mine alone.
That is the hottest thing anyone has ever said.
You must stay hot to endure the coldness of space.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I sleep literally like on a bed of fire. So.
Oh yes, we know some people who do that. A few of them by choice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
With that, they begin getting back in their tiny clown car ship.
Maybe I'll see you guys another time.
If you look for us,
Ember, what are you
we
doing?
will be able to find you.
Honestly, I don't really know. I feel like I'm...
They're really nice. They look worse than they act.
Okay, well,
their
they must
bark is
act really
worse
great.
than their bite.
Oh no, our bite can be very vicious, and like
Can
his
you
teeth grow
try
back, and
not
all of his
afraid
teeth
of
are
that?
sharpened.
No.
Can you stop, please? Because you're making yourselves hotter and hotter by the minute, and I can't.
I
listen,
feel
I'm gonna
like
be honest
that's
with you guys.
not agreed upon.
Up until today, I was not a clown fucker, and now I'm worried. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to leave before something happens.
Dare you?
See, now Nineveh, I'm fascinated. Where do they fall on your good-bad scale?
Well, I haven't seen them really kill people, and they serve a
So
purpose.
that's the deciding moral factor. No kill, good. Kill, evil.
Well, yes, and there's a lot of other morally corrupt things.
Honestly,
Like
that's
Santa
incredible.
Claus?
Yes, like
Oh, so he's
enslavement.
killed.
No.
Well, then,
Yeah, yes.
by that definition, he's good.
Colonel Sanders is killed.
Fascinating.
There have been accidents, but they're moved outside of the North Pole.
Colonel Sanders killed a real man.
It's like Disneyland, Sludge.
Exactly like Disneyland.
They just like stand together, like holding hands and just like mumbling.
Nose almost touching.
Yes.
I just imagine Santa just, no one dies at the North Pole, little
Yes,
buddy.
exactly.
That's why we're going on a little trip.
You know, you got to keep the sleigh from getting rusty.
I mean, the first half, all I could think was ho-ho-ho-sha violations.
Truly.
Scream. Title of this episode.
Ho-ho-ho-sha violations.
Incredible.
All right, so, but the car just, as it begins putting away with its little bubble trail. And when it goes into the tent, like this was very obviously a meeting location they were waiting for you, as the entire tent begins spinning and lifts off as its own ship.
They have good shows too. You guys missed out.
Do they do private shows?
I'm sure if you rented the ship, maybe. There was
Interesting.
a really fun birthday party I had there when I was little.
Fascinating.
What's a birthday?
The day you're born, celebrating you.
It's the day
You
of
don't have a
contract
birthday?
renewals.
It's not just Christmas?
No. I mean, Christmas is just dependent on your beliefs, but birthdays happen no matter who you are.
Well, Christmas is the only day that we get off.
That's a problem. See, that's what I'm talking about as like the morally bad. That's
so I can have Santa's bones.
So Santa's on the bone list. Got it.
Great.
Well, you can have his bones, but I need his body.
That's a fine trade for me. I don't need the meat.
Yep. We're using all of it.
That's a little concerning. Not gonna ask questions.
The look on Bobby's face
Waste
was
not, want not.
absolutely worth leading into that disgusting
rapid
impulse.
fire. It was rapid fire. It was one, then the other, then the other. And then I'm thinking, like, I am gonna make this into a TikTok.
Good.
Okay.
Rachel's doing probably the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Just half hidden behind a leopard print fan.
Brilliant.
I love it.
It only gets gayer if the other hand's just throwing glitter in the air.
I'll get it. Don't threaten me with a good time.
You're the one that's got to clean it. All right. But with that, as the space clowns lift off, and once they're a good distance away, they spell jam as well. Just jumping to spell jamming speed, leaving like a little poof of confetti where they were. You guys looking to go back to Dragon Rock?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, where else are we gonna go?
Really quick before we go.
Because we did the job, yeah.
Before we go back to Dragon Rock, really, just. I don't. No offense. I don't want to work for Carrie.
Yeah, I don't really
I'm
either.
also
I'm
not
so
feeling
sorry,
it.
Nineveh. I really like you, but like Carrie can like suck every single dick that I can imagine.
Yeah, Stratos, I really thought you were gonna say that you didn't want to work, period. And I was gonna be like, yeah, mood. So I mean like the Carrie part also, but
See, here's the thing. The reason why we had to work for her is because somebody stole from her. So can we not do that again? So that everybody on this ship gets punished for someone's actions, because I will just leave, honestly, or scream or murder. I don't know which one yet, honestly. I depends on my mood for the day, but probably not the murder part. That seems harsh, but
Yeah,
be
because
very
then I
upset.
would get your bones.
I'd love to find out.
way to find out.
On who stole the drugs?
No, Jingle was trying to flirt, but ignored.
Oh, Nikki was oblivious because Nikki's bad at that. And then Stratos would be like, interesting. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine.
I'm sorry it's been so bad.
You have been fantastic.
You're lovely.
You're like
We really like you.
Really helping me learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like someone who is trying to be more dominating than me. That doesn't really work well with my aesthetic and my
Okay, that's an opinion. That's an opinion that you can have. Yeah, for sure.
What is that supposed to be?
Jingle just
It
blushes
means
more deeply.
Ember's opinion is harder, mommy.
I said I don't like someone more dominating.
Yeah,
you
that's-
can like
and this
someone
is-
more dominating. I don't give a shit what you're into.
Yeah, that's an opinion that you can in fact have. Yeah, for sure.
Look, she
That's-
acts that way
yeah.
because no one would listen to her otherwise. before she was on Dragon Rock, it was controlled by a lot of horrible men.
That is fair, I suppose.
Well, just because she's not as bad as the men doesn't mean that she can't be better. I mean, could she take criticism? Could we go to her and tell her that she's being a bad boss and that we
like an
and we would
intervention.
like her to be a better boss, and that we understand that she's dealt.
And Jingle takes out her notes again and takes out her notes from Hillary Clinton's biography. It goes,
just because she's experienced sexism and lots of patriarchal oppression doesn't mean that she's should not be held accountable and culpable for her action.
That sounds just like my old HR seminars at work.
You know,
Disneyland had them every 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be real with
And
you.
she should be better, and we care.
and Jingle puts her puts her arm out or gestures to Nineveh, because she's noticed that Nineveh doesn't like to be touched, and just sort of gestures to Nineveh and is like,
and Nineveh cares about her, so we care about her and want her to be a better boss for us.
Honestly, she wouldn't have been as domineering if her things weren't stolen. She doesn't like to work like that.
So who stole them again?
Who even
I know
knows?
that, right?
Jingle, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ember.
I have never.
Jingle looks immediately to Stratos and goes, and then turns Ember, and just looks up at Ember, big eyes, big tits, and goes,
Ember, did you steal from Carrie?
First of all, Jingle, I just want to commend you because I'm not into reading. I don't know how you managed to get all of those big words from pictures, and I think that's really great.
Ember, do you not?
No, I
not know how to read?
I know how to read very well. I'm a great reader.
She doesn't.
Sorry.
Coming from your
No,
sword.
Sorry.
Anarchy,
a little.
can
Sorry,
you-
something else took over me for a second.
She's distracting you from the truth that she stole those things.
So that's just something that I'm really I think that you're really talented at doing that, and I think that you're a really great artist. So congratulations.
So
on
you
that.
stole it?
No.
Yes, you did.
Well, stole is a very
You don't know
strong
how to
word.
read, and you stole the thing, and
Well,
you
you're
should
saying a lot of
apologize,
things. You're
and then
saying
we
a
should
lot
tell
of
Carrie to be a better boss. Okay, let's go.
You're saying a lot of words right now that are just coming out of your mouth, and you're just saying them, I think.
And you've admitted to them.
But steal is a strong word when really
Yes, but you took it.
I rehomed them.
Okay, so you took it.
Now they are.
We don't need her to understand the morality, but we do need her to admit wrong and apologize.
First of all, guys, I just want to let me put it all out in the open for you guys. That's the only thing I'm good at.
Stealing?
Yes.
Well,
that's not true.
If I were to have a sheet with all of my stats in front of me,
That's not true.
my stealth and my sleight of hand would be at the top of the list. I would have put everything into that. And
That's
that would
a very
have
big
been
difference
my
for you.
whole thing.
That doesn't mean you have to steal.
Well, what else am I supposed to do?
Protect your friends.
Look,
I do
care.
that.
I don't care if you steal. Just stop stealing from big people who can kill
Yeah.
us.
Well, I didn't
or will
even
result
know
in us,
how big
getting-
can she be if I didn't know who she was when I stole from her? You know?
That's the risk that you take when you steal from people.
Exactly. That's
And you
what
have
it's
to
all
live with the
about.
consequences.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is next time you're dealing with the consequences, not with me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to
Yeah.
work for some random person just because somebody else decided to steal.
I just feel like we're all forgetting that we're pirates.
Yes,
right now
but let's not steal from people who can fuck us up this much. Let's be smart pirates.
I guess, but I don't. Yeah. Listen.
You can also just do research on whose ship it belongs to first before you
Mhm.
rob the ship.
I think that
Research.
falls under smart pirates.
that you have to ask somebody else to research it. Like, hey, there's a ship over there. Can we figure out who it belongs to? Oh, it belongs to Carrie. Don't fuck with it.
That just seems. I get where I get where you guys are coming from, okay? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did this. And it sucks that you guys were dragged into it, okay? I can admit that that was bad. But here's the thing. I'm not gonna apologize for being me. For being
That's not what we're
someone-
asking.
This just feels like something that was very me. And I'm sorry that you got dragged into it. And
Also,
I'm
you, like led a trail literally to the ship.
That was my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry about that one. That was definitely that part was my bad.
Like, at least if you're gonna steal, like, do it the day we're leaving, so they can't.
That's a good
find
point.
You know what? That's really smart. And I do
Smart
also-
pirates.
Yes, exactly. Maybe, yeah.
Please
have
be
a locate
yourself.
Object.
Yes, I
on every
do.
single ship.
I didn't know they were drugs.
I have locate creature. I can cast locate carry.
I didn't know they were drugs until after I was infected by the drugs. So that did mess up my brain a little bit. I was just gonna take the genes. I didn't think there was gonna be anyone who would find a trail of genes and come after me that way.
Embers, in my defense, I was very high at the time.
In my defense, I only wanted the genes.
A solid defense.
That's a solid defense.
I don't want to like defend myself because listen, I'm like a shitty person, you know what I mean? And that's cool.
Not a shitty person.
That's good.
In a
It's not
cool
cool
way.
to be shitty.
But like shit, like bad in a good way. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Like a rapper in the 80s that didn't do bad things in real life.
And they're not shitty.
You know what? Can I change that?
That's a small bar, my dear.
I don't do that ever.
No. Ember, it's okay because we are the people on the morally good and right side. It's when people attack us that they are wrong. That's what I'm learning from this.
You're right. I think you are right. Yeah.
So we're okay. We get the
No.
free pass on
No.
the murders, but people cannot attack us.
Yep.
No.
Okay. Okay.
You get if you accidentally kill someone in self-defense, meaning they attack you first, then you're fine.
What if you don't know who attacked first? It was kind of like in.
Then you're culpable to that offense.
What if you?
This
what if
seems
they
like
attack-
legal shit.
What if they?
Ember.
I am a lawyer. Yeah. So if they attack you first, then it's fine. You can go ham. But
I'm
if
sorry,
you
what?
if you do something that's like I think it's like if like for example if I stole some jeans.
Your hand would have been cut off in Dragon Rock.
Okay, well that's barbaric.
That's
first of all.
okay.
Oh wait, I am a barbarian. Oh no.
Could I have the bones from that hand?
I have a headache suddenly. I'm going to bed.
This is a lot.
If you steal something and then they attack you for it, you can then attack them back because violence is never the answer unless they start the violence first. Then violence is always the answer.
Fascinating. This is actually very helpful. You know, this was the reason that I was never allowed to take the job I wanted to have is because of the morality clause. So it's very helpful to learn.
This is such backwards morality. I don't know how to fix it anymore.
Thank you.
I'm stopping trying after like one try, so I give up.
I've never seen the personification of a party of murder hobos so realized as this conversation.
Ted, can you fuck me mindless so I can stop thinking about right and wrong, please?
Yeah.
Great.
Best sentence I've ever heard.
Yeah. I mean, if we stop by any like asteroids and or planets that we think might have drugs that I can just grab real quick, I think that's gonna be my new thing. So
I'll be in my private sanctum if anybody needs me.
in a
Please
smart way,
don't.
Stratos. Smart pirates.
You guys
Smart
have found my
pirates.
new thing. It's drugs.
It's not doing drugs, it's stealing drugs. There's a difference. If I happen to do drugs in the process, that's not my fault.
It's like only smoking at parties.
I'm always thinking.
All right.
I only smoke when I'm drunk. Therefore, I'm not a smoker.
I'm only
Oh.
drunk when I'm drinking. It's like
I only do drugs when I'm stealing. Jeez. All right. So.
Only do drugs when I'm stealing.
That's Ember.
I know. Just the phrasing made me laugh really hard. Ignore me.
All right. Who is spell jamming you guys back to Dragon Rock?
What skill is spell jamming again?
Arcana.
Never mind, not me.
I can do it.
Thank you, my love.
Shadows is nursing a headache.
Jingle goes and gives you a good
20
berry because it's really good for
9.
headaches. Silently gives you a good berry.
All right.
And then cuddles up by your feet like a little cat.
I thought you were getting fucked mindless.
Afterwards.
Mindlessly.
When she's too tired, she just needs to curl up like a cat.
She's not tired. She just wants to get mindless.
Oh, no.
Different
When
things.
Ted's done with you, there will be nothing left.
Yeah, but she'll just take a nap and then wake up and give Stratos a good berry.
But, yeah.
She's used to this. Come on.
With with it being astral space and the trucing and all, you guys get back pretty quickly. And you are back Dragon Rock. Which I do need to make a quick check for something. All right. Some stuff happened while you were away.
No.
It's on fire.
It's just like that
My
episode.
world's on
Community.
fire.
Open the
How about
door.
yours? That's the
Good.
way I like it, and I'll never get bored.
No, there is a ship above the top side of Dragon Rock that looks like a large Nautilus shell
Oh, fuck.
with massive tentacles coming out of the
Okay.
front of it.
Fuck.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, you, Nineveh, I'm not even gonna have you roll with that reaction. What do you want to tell them?
I'm immediately like getting my armaments and just gonna yell. Illithids are attacking town. We need to go.
Oh, God.
Wait, but the good ones are the bad ones. Or I should say, the hot
Is that
ones.
a question?
Well, some of them are very hot and helped me make a homunculus.
They suck people's brains out
Only sometimes.
and steal them to add to their colony, just like what happened to you.
Who are these
Yeah,
people?
but kind of relatable.
Did he?
Yeah,
hurt you?
for it to come full circle, your ship will be noticed as a psychic projection kind of appears. It's like a hologram on the deck of Professor Geist with Lo Kang at his side.
Bitch.
Attention, ship. You have entered a recollection for my new clan.
You bitch.
You will be assimilated.
No.
You'd like to try.
And that is where we're going to end it.
Eat
two
my
weeks.
frozen asshole.
I knew he couldn't stay away.
'Cause if we have to wrap up anything, we have to wrap up Lo Kang and Geist.
I mean, yeah.
When we return, we are going to have 2 weeks of hiatus. When we return, there will be 3 more weeks of Spelljammer before we move on to our next campaign. Also, everyone leveled.
So we're level 10?
Yes.
I love
Holy
level 10.
shit.
Oh my god. What do I level up? Okay.
All right. But with that, thank you, everybody. We will be back next week. Or no, we won't. We'll do something next week. I think we're probably just going to do like Jackbox next week for anybody who's here.
Oh, I love
But
I can't be charmed or frightened by elementals or fae.
I can make two of me.
with that, good night, everybody.